Everyone, and today I'm going to be going over my honest thoughts and impressions of Black Ops 7 Zombies. So it is day 2 of the game's launch, and my honest thoughts so far, after about 7 hours of game time and zombies played, is I'm liking it so far. I think this map, Ashes of the Damned, and I think the survival experience, and of course the gameplay you're seeing on screen right here is the new Curse mode, which just now became available to play. So definitely hop in whenever you guys get a chance and try it out for yourself. But I think Black Ops 7 Zombies is really fun. I think if you liked Black Ops 6 Zombies, you will like this. If you didn't like Black Ops 6 Zombies, I think you might not like this as well. But I think you should definitely give this game a shot, especially the Cursed mode, and see what you guys think. Now, we'll be honest. I think Black Ops 7 Zombies, definitely what other people were talking about, other YouTubers, streamers, content creators. This game is basically kind of like Black Ops 6.5. It doesn't really feel like a full new game, but I think with a lot of the fundamental changes they've been doing with the core gameplay and all these different things, I think it makes it enough to feel a little different. Not way different, like all the way, but it definitely feels like a different experience, and especially the map, Ashes of the Damned, is a really good launch map and experience so far. Now, one of my biggest worries with Ashes of the Damned, and I was very skeptical about, was Old Tessie. I feel like this was going to feel too like Warzone-y, so I kind of was very just on edge about how this would actually work in the map. But with how big this map is, and also it really fits the aesthetic as well, and I don't mind it at all. I think it is a really cool feature driving from different POI to other POIs, especially with your friends sitting out the side of the window, shooting the Ravagers, getting on your car, ripping it apart, trying to miss the explosive things on the ground. I think it is a really cool feature on this map that I didn't expect to like. Then also with Black Ops 7 Zombies, we have the new perk Wisp T, which after you kill zombies, it will summon a companion Wisp and help you kill zombies, kind of aid you in fights just like this. And it is not too bad. It's not the greatest. It's not like a crutch thing to have, but it is pretty cool, and I'm sure with some augments it will be better. And then jumping back to Old Tessie for a second, if you come to Ashwood after turning on power, you can build Pack-a-Punch, and this will go on the back of Old Tessie, and you can take the Pack-a-Punch machine with you everywhere now. It is a portable Pack-a-Punch machine. And also it gets boosters so you can go even faster when going through those tough areas through the fog. Not gonna lie, I don't want this to turn into a tutorial video, but also if you come to the diner and grab a key that you will find off of a zombie and pick up the Abomination Carcass, you can come back to Ashwood and build the Abomination Carcass on the front of Tessie. And then also a cool new feature is if you fall from certain heights, you can actually do a combat roll when you land. Then lastly, we have the new ammo mod, or I guess you could say returning ammo mod from BO3, Fireworks. This works about the same, but of course with its new augments. And then you have the field upgrade Toxic Growth from Cold War, again working about the same, but of course with its new augments. Alright, now that we got some of the new features out of the way and talked about them, time to talk more about my personal experience and what I honestly think about Black Ops 7 Zombies. I think the overall gameplay in this game is super similar to Black Ops 6. A lot of people, again, like I said in the intro, it's like Black Ops 6.5. And that's not a bad thing, because I liked Black Ops 6 Zombies. I know some people didn't, but I did. I think when the game launched, it was super successful, had a lot of hype built around it. And this game, of course, if you're not living underneath a rock, this game has a way different launch. This is probably the most uninterested people's been in a new COD launch in a long time. And I remember when we seen the first initial trailer, it was that CGI trailer of Ashes of the Damned. I thought this looks amazing and it looked really, really cool. But I didn't really feel too actually excited for the game until we got the gameplay trailer, which I felt so excited about it after I seen the actual map and the gameplay and the features on this map. I was like, wow, this looks fun. And then following Black Ops 7 Zombies, a lot of people were on edge about this game, especially with all the stuff that's been going on before with Black Ops 6, and then also the competition that everyone is seeing right now with Battlefield 6, with Arc Raiders. A lot of people are saying COD ain't it, and a lot of people are uninterested more than ever. But with that, and I've always said this, comes competition. And when there's competition, that means people try harder and they really push their game development, and these studios really push as hard as they can to make the best product for us, which is at the end of it better for us always, no matter what. And I've seen a lot of stuff on Twitter, on Instagram, on all of social media talking about Black Ops 7 Zombies, and a lot of people are actually having a lot of fun with it from what I've been seeing. I've been seeing people also not liking the campaign, saying that it is a mess. I have not played it, so I can't really say anything. But I feel like just that alone, hearing that, this game is really giving me what BO3 gave me, where it had a pretty rough, bad campaign, but the multiplayer and zombies were so much fun, and I'm feeling that again right now with Black Ops 7, in my opinion. Now, one of the new things in Black Ops 7 Zombies that a lot of people were super excited about was Curse Mode, because originally I feel like the community seen it as a classic mode, but they never really said it was a classic mode. But it does have classic features like the old point system. As you can see, when I shoot a zombie, you see the points flying from the side of the screen, just like old Zombies was. You start with a pistol, there's no mini map, a lot of the HUD elements are turned off, and I feel like a lot of people wanted that classic Zombies, but again, salvage is still here, armor is still here, rarities is still here, so it's not classic Zombies, but I do think if you want the most classic experience, Curse Mode is definitely for you. And with Black Ops 7 Cursed, a lot of people was like, dude, this is classic Zombies, and then they saw, oh, they're still having armor, they're still having rarities and a salvage. People were just like, okay, this ain't classic Zombies then, not doing this. And I understand the classic feel of Zombies and the classic formula and all that. I love it, and I want that too. I wish we could have that. No, again, nothing will beat BO3 Zombies. I still think to this day it is the most perfect Zombies we've had. But at the same time, I'm open to them trying new things since they did since Cold War, and maybe some people are like, hey, it's been too long now, let's start doing new stuff or just go back to the old systems. But why do we want to rewind? Let's keep on taking risk and keep on adding new things. And ever since Cold War, they've been doing that progressively up to BO7. And I think BO7 is the best version of this modernized formula. I think BO7 has a really good foundation, and I think they can build on this depending on the DLC life cycle moving forward in the future. So I think, again, I don't mind these new features, but I would love for them to implement things that bring back that classic formula for the people that really desire that. And I think that's what they're exactly doing with Curse Mode. Now, to touch on some last things here on Ashes of the Damned, the wonder weapon on this map, which I don't have any gameplay of, the Necrofluid Gauntlet. I think it is a really unique wonder weapon. I like how you can get over health whenever you shoot zombies and then reload. You literally gain ammo back. So it's kind of an infinite ammo wonder weapon. And also you get over health. You can get up to like 400 HP, which is crazy. And I like the wonder weapon a lot. I think it is very, very cool, and it's a good first wonder weapon for this game. And I hope we get to see more unique wonder weapons throughout the life cycle. And also, I think it has like a melee attack, which ain't as strong as you think it would be. Maybe with melee and macchiato, it would be a little bit stronger, but it is a really cool wonder weapon. I really, really like it. And also, we have the return of the OG crew, but this is a different universe. This ain't the normal Ether or their Ultimus crew. This is a whole new type of crew. And with them in the game, I feel like the dynamic and the conversations we'll hear throughout the story will be way more interesting now. And then lastly, I think one of the strongest things about Ashes of the Damned with Black Ops 7 Zombies is that the aesthetic and the atmosphere of this map, the visuals, the tone that it sets, the sounds you hear, the music, it all is really good, and I hope we see that continue in the future. And as soon as you load into this map, you'll notice right away just the tone of like all the purple hue contrasting with the HUD. It looks really good, and I think it's a real cohesive looking color palette on the map, and it looks fantastic. I'm a big fan of it. And as soon as you spawn in, you hear the announcer talking to you with the music in the background. You hear the quotes from the OG characters, especially playing as Dempsey here. You hear them talk back and kind of question or like insult the announcer. I really love this map's aesthetic and the vibe and the tone of it a lot.
Y'all are burning in my fire now. Your souls will thirst here till I swallow you whole.
Who the fuck was that chicken-fried vampire?
It's rare to find such spirited prey. Most of my quarry don't got much chase left in them.
Gonna knock the grin off that stump fucker's face. That's a promise.
Folk will call you a lot of things over the years. Deserter, zealot, scourge, sovereign, purify, and flame. It don't matter none. But if you need a label, you go ahead and call me Warden. Y'all are fun to watch, but I got other fish to fry. I'll be seeing you.
So overall, I think Ashes of the Damned is a great map and definitely a good start for Black Ops 7 Zombies. And this map has a lot of good key components that are borrowed from older zombie maps in the past, and it has that atmosphere, it has that music, it has that tone, it has an identity. It feels like a zombie map. And that's what I think at the end of the day is the most important thing about zombies. It feels like a zombies map. And as a whole, Ashes of the Damned is a huge map, but does everything pretty well. Old Tessie is a really good addition, where how you can put Pack-a-Punch on the back and take it with you anywhere you go, and then putting the Abomination heads on the front and beaming them down while you drive through these crazy areas through the fog, and then you can even get a Wunderwaffe DG turret on top. It's really cool. It's one of the best features of this map, and it was definitely one of the most worrying things that I was unsure about, but now it's one of my favorite features. And also it can boost too whenever you put the Pack-a-Punch on it. Like, it's definitely one of my favorite features of this map. And lastly, I didn't even talk about everything on this map. This map is huge. There's a lot of things to go over. I didn't even show you the Wonder Weapon. There's a bunch of side Easter eggs that are still getting figured out. Of course, the main Easter egg quest. There's a lot to this map, and there's a lot to this game. BO7 Zombies overall, I'm really enjoying it so far. Again, recency bias might be an effect. We'll see what we think down in the future. But overall, really enjoying it so far. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you liking it? Are you not liking it? What's the good? What's the bad? I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.